Yes.
Hello. Miss Jennifer Hunter is requesting access to your office. She said she was scheduled for a meeting with you now at 8:30 p.m. Schedule number is 623. Should I let her in?
Yes. Let her in.
Good evening, Mr. Oswald.
Hello, Mrs. Jennifer. Please take a seat.
This one, sir?
Exactly, this one. Go on, it won't eat you. Mrs. Hunter, I'm guessing you won't be surprised if I told you I'm not very happy about the recent set of events regarding your infamous pupil, right?
Yes, sir.
You know that the thing that happened in Brighton yesterday cost us a lot. Money, reputation, and most importantly, safety. Am I right, Mrs. Hunter?
Yes, sir.
Turns out this case is more complex than we previously thought. Our institution has failed to provide us with sufficient feedback, lead proper research, and provide necessary evidence regarding Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Parlor and its owner. No way the community knows more details about him than we do. I'm still wondering where that backlash even came from. Can I see the documents I asked you to bring for today's meeting?
Yes, I brought everything you asked for.
Excellent. As this document, which is basically a report of a community survey about influential people in our town, says, this fellow was quite famous in our town's community. Let me read some of the interesting parts aloud. Widely known as local creep, never had any friends besides a few exceptions, but those were either as creepy as him or purely mentally unstable. Examples: case of Henry Richard Emily, his suicide attempt. Case of Roman Harris and his mental breakdown involving public exposure and alleged assault against children in kindergarten. Looks pretty nasty. Nice friends he had. Also, the owner himself showed too much interest towards children and seemed eerily friendly towards them. Well, he was a children's restaurant owner after all. What else? Oh, that's pretty nasty. Brighton's Great Child Abduction of 1983 and 1984. 6 children went missing, suspected to be responsible for the abduction since all disappearances occurred at his restaurant, but no evidence was found proving his involvement. Police checked the restaurant, his house, car, and other belongings, but no children's blood trace nor their DNA was found. Oh, that's interesting. The bite of 83, an incident which resulted in William's son Ethan's death. A couple of bullies grabbed him and inserted him in Fredbear's jaw. Supposedly, such an event had a massive impact on William's sanity. Oh, and our recent infamous case, poisonings. Lab analyses confirmed the presence of various parasitic organisms in restaurant products. Also, a few of the products were stale upon arrival. Lab analyses confirmed that the parasitic organisms were genetically modified to be able to develop faster, survive in rough conditions, and efficiently reproduce. Such modified species do not appear in nature, which confirms that someone added those artificially enhanced worms to the meal beforehand. However, at the restaurant and and his employees' place of residence, no evidence or any traces that would indicate their fault were found. No evidence signifying that William Afton and his employees were in possession of biotechnological measurements were found. Food Control has requested the court to sentence William to 5 years in prison for neglecting food quality control procedures and inability to comply with basic hygiene regulations. The court decided to sentence him to 1 year in prison. Yeah, and that's when things went down to shit.
Okay, but that doesn't seem to add up to me. I've read the entirety of the report, and despite various nasty things written about him, the report mainly summarizes that he's innocent. Well, I mean, most of the time, but why would people hate him so much for leading a supposedly not very successful and dangerous restaurant? I say that this man was just really unlucky when it comes to leading a big and ambitious restaurant brand. I mean, he didn't know that he would hire some creeps earlier who would ruin his reputation by adding God knows what to the food. He also didn't know for a while that children were going missing in his restaurant, and even after learning that, he tried his best to help the missing children's parents, but they just kept rejecting his help offer. And even better, they were suing him, thinking he was responsible for all of this. But those cases, fortunately for him, ended as rejected because no evidence against him was found.
That's the most concerning part. I suspect that some nut job among the enraged community decided to play God. Started doing dirty things to put William and his company in a bad light, and wind up even more hate towards him. Now, I know that the report directly confirmed he's innocent. No allegations were proven, besides the food quality one. But here's a funny thing. Most restaurant owners don't care about what they produce nowadays. They could just serve a turd on a plate and only get fined for that. And people seem to have no problem with it. But if it was William? Oh, God. Hard to imagine what could have happened. Just wondering why people would go after him. Maybe it is because of that, remember that burger restaurant with similar-looking animatronics. With the rabbit one as a main. I can't recall how it was named. Never mind. Something Burger at Bond's thing, or something like that. Well, a few years prior, people after incidents with that restaurant went nuts. And I suspect is when they saw that something was wrong in a similarly working restaurant with mascots and other child-friendly staff, they immediately started to blame the owner for that. Wanted to deliver justice themselves.
But that case was a completely different thing. I highly doubt that would enrage people years later.
There's also a presumably second reason. If you have no idea what something is about, then it's probably about the money. William was quite a wealthy man, but keep in mind that all of his fortune was obtained legally. For some reason, though, according to this survey, people widely referred to him as a wise guy and thief, and as you know, nobody likes thieves. Envy drives people insane, sharpens most primitive senses, effective enough to ruin someone's reputation.
Okay, so what do we do now? Who's to blame for all of this?
Among the community? I guess we'll never know, but mainly, fault is on our side. We failed to solve this case, and innocents started to suffer. But at least we can do something to save William from widespread backlash now.
What do you mean?
We'll change William's identity and relocate him to a different federal correctional institute. He'll serve there a year, and then we'll release him as a completely different person. We'll supervise him afterwards for a few weeks, see how he behaves, provide him with a bit of financial support, a new flat, help him grab a fresh start in life, and cut him off from his previous community completely. At this point, everything's gone too far.
But what if What if he reopens his restaurant and the same events happen all over again?
Not possible. First, he won't have enough money to start such a business, and even if he does, I doubt he wants to play with family restaurant businesses ever again. Second, even if he wanted to start another family-targeted location, I doubt that stuff would repeat itself.
Look, are you sure this is a good idea?
Trust me, it's a foolproof plan. That man may be new in the restaurant industry, he may make mistakes, but he's not a kidnapper, murderer, a poisoner. I interviewed him earlier, before the court session. He seemed very genuine and honest in what he was saying. And I know when someone's lying to me.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna question this.
Okay. And that'll be it for today, Mrs. Hunter. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Mr. Oswald.
Hello, Harold. I just heard about your recent problems with your urinary tract infection that essentially landed you in the hospital. And I hope you're recovering well right now. It feels like it's been ages since the two of us had a proper conversation with each other. And I was wondering in the future if we could just skip to Skype sometime in the future, because at the end of the day, where is the communication just sending each other emails with this shit? So anyway, yet again, I've stumbled upon something incredibly bizarre and disturbing. And I can't shake off the feeling that there's something very odd happening around us right now. And, you know, with those VHS recordings, it's just like seeing how common and similar to each those other tapes are. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's like a sting is going on. Anyway, last week, Harold, I went to a local flea market, you know, just skimming through some stuff. Not looking for anything for me and the wife, just, you know, curiosity, killing the cat again. And among the usual array of knickknacks and vintage items, I found a huge collection of old VHS tapes, being only 25 cents per tape. And according to the seller, most of them were just old movies and TV shows, but there was one that had caught my eye, and that one was the rare Star Wars 1992 Fox release VHS tape. Now, since the owner was not selling the tapes separately, and out of pure self-indulgence and nostalgia, and because I was a huge Star Wars fan when I was a child, I bought all the tapes for 25 cents per tape. And when I got home, and after watching the Star Wars tape, I went on to browse through the rest of the tapes because, again, curiosity will kill the fucking cat eventually. And, I enjoyed them. They were fine. But when I finished checking out all of them, and I decided to digitize them all and archive them for, purposes for the Internet Archive and anything to do with YouTube and just video essays on stuff that's like lost media, among about 43 of those tapes, I found 2 which I would say were different. And I decided to urgently digitize them and send their contents over to you via Jiggle Drive. Now, please check these files as soon as possible, Harold, because they're going to be deleted. And if you value your sleep, Harold, do not download them onto your computer. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me or not, but when I had those tapes lying around, including the previous ones that I've shown you, I suffered from a lack of sleep thanks to those horrible fucking nightmares relating to those tapes. And wiping my drive clean and burning all those tapes in a campfire really relieved me from those awful nights. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, I think there's a sting going on. Or like an ambush, and we just so happen to be part of it, but we don't know that we're part of it. So, just, again, please take care of yourself, Harold. I'll be in touch.
Are you there? Oh, jeez, William. Hello. I didn't expect you to call me this late at night. Wake up, Carl! I need you to listen to me. We're screwed. And I mean, really screwed. Wait a minute. What happened? You just woke me up. I just got in the mail from the food control and a call letter from the local police station. Some cook or someone must have talked. William, wait, talked? About what? Just fucking wake up and think! Oh, no. You don't mean... Carl, since I trust you the most, I want you to listen to me, okay? I want you to do exactly what I say. I want you to get rid of any evidence we may have left. You're the only one who has these jars with worms right now. Drop the contents of these jars into the acid tanks you have in your basement. After emptying these jars, wash them, then go deep into the St. Juana forest, smash them inside a plastic bag, and bury them at least 7 to 10 feet down. Alright. Also, fuck. You know what? Screw the client. Take Anthony out of the freezer, drop her into the acid tank, cut contacts with the client, and dump her as well. If the Federals get into your basement and discover her like that, we're gonna have more problems than I already have. It's not very likely, though, but we need to be cautious. After you're done with erasing the evidence, get those tanks into your car and take them to our ditch place. You know where it is. Drive calmly and do not attract the police. They do not know about your involvement in my restaurant yet. So you should be safe, but still, just be alert. Okay. Wait. What about the restaurant money? What about our... Carl, calm down. Calm down. I have it, alright? I already took it. Go to my place. You have the keys for it. There's a box with 2 locks in my closet behind the plaster wall, which can be pushed to the side. and it should give you limited access to the safe. The codes for the locks are 1103 for the white one, and for the red one, it is going to be 4531. Again, that's 1103 for the white safe, and 4531 for the red safe. Take the money and keep it into your house somewhere safe. We're most likely going to be needing it in the future.
Okay, alright, wait a minute. Where the hell are you right now? I hear running water in the background. This fucking signal's crap.
That's because I threw my goddamn car into the river near the forest. I had to get rid of the evidence somehow. There were stains of the 3 previous packages in my trunk. And you know what I mean by packages. But don't worry about the car, though. We could afford another one.
Okay. Oh, fuck, William, the animatronics. We still have the animatronics to get rid of.
Okay, wait. Don't panic. Before I got rid of the car, I dismantled the animatronics and put them into the crates into our ditch that no one knows about. Since we have no other options now, I've been thinking for a while. I've read the letter carefully. I am wanted for food regulations neglect only, so that means I'm not suspected of any murders. If that's the case, I'm gonna go to the police station and turn myself in.
What? Are you fucking insane?
Calm your ass down! They don't have evidence I put those fucking worms in! Also, they do not know about everything I've done previously! They have no evidence! Alright? There's nothing else we can do now! If we flee, the whole state's gonna be after us! I'm doing this to focus all of the officials' interest on me, so you can keep the business alive for a while I'm gone! Whatever happens, I must sacrifice myself for the greater good and for our future. Hopefully, I won't be jailed forever. I managed to call my lawyer, an old friend of mine, and he says that he'll try to make my sentence as minimal as possible. I don't have much time left now, so I have to go. Remember, do exactly what I said, and do not fuck this up. Make sure no one follows you. Stay alert, alright? I'll keep you updated once I get access to the phone in jail. I will come back. I always come back. Remember that. Farewell, Carl, and good luck.
Gotta move on. Gotta move on. Come on, Thompson. Get a hold of yourself, man. Shit. Fuck. down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Morning, partner. How you doing today?
Hello, officer. I'm doing just fine.
Great to hear. Well, my name is Officer Jacob Clyde. Could you hand over the keys and step out of the car?
All right, but, the keys? Why?
It's just a safety precaution. Normal control procedure. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, here's the keys. Let me just step out of the car real quick.
Alrighty, take your time. Is this camera rolling?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just recording a home video of me driving. I've always loved driving down this way, and I really like to watch the footage on this road for special occasions at home, you know, when I want to relax. But don't worry, I have no intention of showing this to the public, though. It's just for private use.
It's all good. It's okay, I'm fine with that. You can record me and my actions all the way you want, unless you intend on showing this footage to the public.
No, I fully understand.
Okay. License and registration, please.
Yes, sure, hang on a sec. Here you go.
Thank you. Alright, Mr. Thompson. You find if I just called you Carl? You can call me Jacob in return if you want.
Sure, I've never interacted with such a friendly officer before. Though I'm surprised, so...
Nah, I just want this to be sort of a short and friendly conversation, you know? But I should really get to the point. Alright. Do you know why I pulled you over, sir?
No. You got me. I couldn't tell you.
So in case you didn't know... first, take a look, please. You've exceeded the speed limit about 10 miles per hour, and second, your left rear light went off.
Jeez, really? Well, I've always driven the same route, and the speed limit back there was always 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, unfortunately the officials decided to change the sign on the entrance to National 54 not even 5 days ago, so now the speed limit is 55 miles per hour here.
God, that's awful.
You should consider yourself lucky, honestly, Carl. Not all officers out there are as kind as me. I won't give you a ticket for the speeding, but I unfortunately have to fine you for the broken rear light. I'm really sorry, man, but that's a misdemeanor, and there's $100 and a 1 penalty point ticket for that.
God fucking damn it. I really didn't notice that. What's gonna happen now? Listen, how am I supposed to pay that?
Actually, if you do have a working spare bulb and can replace it yourself now, I might just let that slide and pretend that nothing happened. If not, head to any court within the next 7 days, show my receipt, and just regulate the fine.
Yeah, well, I have bulbs in the trunk.
You feeling okay, brother?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Alright, could you pop the trunk for me really quick?
Okay.
Quite a large tank you have here. Can I see what's inside?
Yeah, sure. But just be prepared for a god-awful smell. Listen, I was disposing some old meat from my store, right? And I tried dissolving most of it in hydrofluoric acid. But there's still little bits and pieces of the old lamb inside, so it's not gonna smell very good.
That's, quite a bizarre way of disposing old meats. I'm not gonna lie to you, you've kind of surprised me. It's like in movies with dead bodies. Am I right? What the fuck? Show me your hand!
my man, how are you? I've heard about your court hearing, and I know it sounds rough, but hey, congrats on your short and sweet sentence. I was afraid it was going to be a whole hell of a lot worse.
Carl, I spoke to an agent. Due to the riots that's happening right now, I'm going to have to vanish out of town.
Okay, but, I'm not sure you're allowed to tell me that through the prison phone.
No, you fucking idiot. I'm not using a prison phone. I'm not that stupid. I got my hands on a guard's cell phone. I don't have much time, though, but hear me out. I've heard about my house getting burned down. Is that true?
Yep. Up in flames within an hour.
Excellent. Citizens, destroy the evidence they were looking for. Oh, shit, the guard. I'm gonna have to go, but I'm gonna tell you this. Wait for a phone call. If a person starts to set it with the ring of rosies, do whatever that person says. Forget about my existence for now. Keep the money, but do not spend it yet. You're gonna need it later. Wait for future calls.
Coke again, shall we? Because once you've acquired that new wave taste, you're going to want to try it again.
Toothbrushes can't go.
You can't buy a better cavity fighter than AIM.
It tastes great.
She's right.
Sworn in as president of a provisional Philippine government. But Ferdinand Marcos is refusing to step down despite White House urgings. And
this is True Point 1 Television, Channel 12, Bellwood.
Dancing all night? Not if you know how important your beauty sleep is. And only Estee Lauder can give you this unique beauty sleep every night. It's called Night Repair, an exclusive complex of ingredients that cannot be duplicated because it's patented until the year 2001. It helps enhance skin's natural repair process, so even sleeping beauties can wake up to younger-looking skin. Night Repair, now at all Woodward and Lothrop stores.
The big game's tonight. How do you start them off right?
Chef Verity, beef ravioli.
Sure, they love it. And it's good for them, too, because we use the good ingredients you would.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Some women know how to live. New Hanes Silk Reflections. Hanes' softest, silkiest pantyhose.
Some women know how to live, how to look their best.
New Hanes Silk Reflections. The silkiness says this is living, fits like a fantasy. New Hanes Silk Reflections.
Some women know how to live.
You might be wondering, is this place real?
It is, and it welcomes you. Welcomes everyone.
Junior's Genuine Pizza, where fantasy and fun come to life.